I didn't even have one scheduled. What's wrong with me? And happy birthday, Kate. Hi, Kazara. How are you? Hi, Tammy. Hi, how are you guys doing? I didn't have one on the schedule this morning, a live on the schedule this morning, and I'm so sorry about that. Totally slacked all week and didn't realize I never put a live up. I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Hi, Judy. How are you doing? As you guys come in, let me know what's in your cup and what's on your hook today. I am doing great, Kazara. Thank you so much for asking. I have notifications popping up over here and covering up my chat. Will you stop? Stop. Okay, so you have coffee in your cup and a blue hat. So you're making that hat for Hat Not Hate. And how do you take your coffee? Is it just black or? Hmm? Hi, Granny D. It's so nice to see you. Always a pleasure. A formerly geeky raid. Aw, thanks. Hey. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Mm. And Judy is drinking iced chai and have committed to finish an unfinished object. Awesome. Um, a Mrs. Beasley doll. Well, I can't wait to see that, Judy. Hi, Veronica. How are you doing? Veronica says, "Good morning, Melanie, and all of everybody in this chat group." So Lori says, "You're about to have an affordably geeky raid." Thank you. Yay! Come at me, affordably geeky group. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Ginger. I know I was coming on late, and Ginger's like, "Mel, are you going live today?" And then I didn't even have like a thing up saying I'm gonna be live today, so I just totally slacked, and then I end up being like 5 minutes late. So, oh my gosh, I'm a slacker. Hey, good morning, Pennsylvania. Hi, Rose Cottage. Rose Cottage says, "Good morning, Pennsylvania in the house." And of course, Kim's drinking coffee. I would not expect anything else. Lizzie, hi, Liza. And Liza says, "Good morning, Melanie and everyone. I can only stay for a bit because I have to run an errand, but I will see you and the rest of the yarn hookers later." Okay, that's awesome. Thank you for joining me earlier today. And Granny D says, "Raspberry zinger hot tea." Ooh, that sounds delish. Working on my Advent scarf for my D. Okay, so where you bring out, yeah, your D. I watch that. I watch you. I'm a lurker because I work and I kind of watch. So, but I see where you pull out the little yarns from your DIY Advent calendar. That's so awesome. So you're still working on the scarf. I saw it rolled up. You're knitting that though, right? That's not crochet. Not that that's anything wrong with that, of course. And Kim says, "That's okay. I held everyone until you were on." Oh, thanks. You're so awesome. Thank you. And Karen says, "Hi, Affordably Geek Crave." Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. I love you. And Lori says, "I have Diet Coke in my cup right now and a BOD beverage mitt on your hook." Oh, so are you making that beverage mitt for yourself, or are you making it for somebody else as a gift? I have to check out that beverage mitt. I saw when that came out. And Kim says, "Hi, Karen." Crystal says, "I'm good. Sitting here crocheting the second baby blanket for the charity." Thank you so much, by the way, Crystal. I appreciate it. And I need to know how long I have to crochet them. You're fine. Take your time. Take your time. There's no there's no limit. In fact, I'm probably going to remove blankets from our need list because between uh, what we've gotten from David, and it's just going to take a little bit because mom only houses 3 girls at a time, and right now she has only one. So It's going to take a little bit, but we will definitely need some more eventually. But right now, we're going to hold off on the blankets. What you're making, though, is perfect. So please don't think that I'm saying not to stop making it. Please do. It's perfect. But I'm going to go ahead and do that here by the end of the today. So at some point. And Rose Cottage Studio says she's drinking hot mulled spice tea. Ooh, that sounds good too. Oh, yes, Kim, I am only 60 subs away. Now, I'm only halfway to my watch hour goal, but yeah, I'm very close. I think, though, with the lives and everything, I think by the end of January, I should be at the 4K as well as at the 1K. So, yay, I'm close, so I'm very close. Uh, and Karen says, "Hi Kim, late for yours, but right on time for this live. Thank you, thank you." And Dee says, "Yes, it's a knit one row repeat lacy scarf. I saw it. It looks gorgeous, and I love all the colors. It's gonna be beautiful when it's done. I can't wait." And Kim says, "LOL, Karen, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. How are you?" Jamie, the Naughty Connect says, "Morning, Melanie. I'm drinking what my kids call Shrek Sledge." It's a dark green veggie powder that tastes like seaweed aquarium water. You know what? I still want to try. And I meant to get it when I made I make every payday I make like a purchase from Amazon of things that I just realized I wanted to get for the house and stuff. Um, and I keep forgetting to add in there. What is it? Matcha. I want to try matcha, but I've been told it's a love hate relationship with matcha. Well, some people hate it, some people love it. It's like there's no in between. Tastes like seaweed aquarium. So why are you drinking that, Jamie? Is it supposed to be good for you, and that's why you're drinking it? So you're like downing it. Ooh, that's awesome! That's so awesome, Kim. So Kim got monetized this week. Everybody say, "Yay, Kim! Woohoo!" That's such a feat. I'm so excited for you. And Lori says, beverage making two, actually, one for my hubby and one for his drinking buddies so they can still have their weekly porch beer Fridays through the winter. That is awesome. I love it. And Crystal says, I have Dr. Pepper in a can. Kim says, that light sounds like a fun gift, Lori. And Veronica says, I drink coffee. So, Veronica, how do you take your coffee? And Rose says, congratulations, Kim. And Kim says, thank you, Rose. Veronica says, I love matcha latte drinks. So that's what I want to try, is try to make my own matcha. I usually make my own coffee drinks. I got like a little immersion blender thing here to make it. Anyway, so that's what I want to do. I need things sweetened. I like things sweetened. So, Veronica, how do you sweeten yours? Just like with Splenda or something like that? Or does it taste good with like the flavored syrups or just with straight up sweetener? And oh, hey, Kate. Everybody say happy birthday, Kate. You're already doing it anyway, but happy birthday, Kate. Hello, birthday princess. And Kate says, congratulations, Kim. And Kim says, thanks, Mel. And Kate says, I'm still waiting for that. You're about what, 1K away? Watch hours, right, Kate? And so there's a lot of thanks, Kate. Happy birthday, Kate. Thanks, Karen. Thank you, Crystal. Happy birthday, Kate. Jamie says, because I'm old. Because you're old. That's why you drink the green sludge, the Shrek sludge. That's funny. So it's very healthy for you. I get it. And Crystal says, you're welcome, Kate. Rose says, happy birthday, Kate. So does Jamie. And so does Tammy from Flower Crochet. And so does Sanita. And Lori says she likes to one up everybody because Lori's cheeky like that. Lori says, happy birthday, Kate, and Merry Kate Miss. Kate says, thank you all. I'm super old now. And yeah, I need to go get those watch hours up. Yeah, that's a tough one, I think. Um I know how hard it is to keep my attention, much less somebody else's attention. Uh, uh, Karen says, "Happy birthday and enjoy your day." Okay, so Veronica, you use monk fruit sweetener for your matcha latte. Okay, that's I haven't tried monk fruit sweetener, but I've heard good things about it. So maybe I'll whenever I do purchase that, I will purchase the monk fruit at the same time. And Judy says, "Happy birthday, Kate." Okay, and Veronica uses the same sweetener for her coffee too. Okay, awesome, love it. And Granny D says, "Thanks for the reminder. I'll just add a bit of matcha to my tea." Awesome. I have the most precious spoon, especially for the matcha. Came with a hank of yarn order from Expression Fiber Arts. That sounds so cool. And in your coffee, you like to use half and half. Okay, I end up using instead of something like half and half, I use heavy whipping cream. So that's what I would use for the matcha. I don't use it as much in my coffee. I don't do any cream. I just do flavoring syrup and Splenda. And Veronica says it's so good. I really recommend. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I will check both out. Check out the monk fruit sweetener. Lori says, "Thanks, me." Cheeky chick. Maybe I should change my YouTube channel. Funny story, Lori, is I always have a character in any of the MMOs I play. I always have a cheeky. That's the first character I make is a cheeky because I can be pretty cheeky myself. So I appreciate another cheeky gal. And Dee says, "Have errands run that I put off, so I shall return." Okay, Dee, I will see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. And Kate says, "Lori, I respect the cheeky. It's sort of how I roll." Exactly. Life isn't worth living if you can't be a little cheeky. And Crystal's asking Lori, "How do you change your YouTube name?" Oh. Lori says she meant to say, "That's me, cheeky chick," not "Thanks me." Got it. And Jamie's asked me how my week was. My week was good. I had a couple of afternoons, which is why I didn't get out my daily vlogmas. Is I had a couple of afternoons where my tummy was bothering me a little bit, so I decided to nap or just chillax on the couch and watch a little TV instead of my normal do a video edit and stuff like that. So I was fine. Just the normal you get little tummy troubles every once in a while. That's just normal stuff. So I'm fine. Oh, Cheryl's here. Made it. Miss me? Ha ha ha. Of course we missed you, Cheryl. How are you doing today? And I'm going to start on the questions now. So I've pulled up a list here, and it's specific to Christmas. Like we're having Christmas parties up until Christmas. It's get to know you questions for Christmas parties, icebreakers for Christmas parties. So I'm going to start with number one and just work my way down, and we'll work through this list this week. Lori says, "I have no idea how to change your name. I was just being cheeky again." I think you could probably go to your channel and go to the settings in there and then change it through there somewhere. I would tell you, I don't know the exact hi. And is that, I know I've asked you this before. Is that Tanya with like stated like a Y? I know I've asked this before and I can't remember the answer. I know I have because I remember seeing your name before because I thought it was pretty. Yeah, yeah. I got a year older last week. Come on now. Think of it orange. Yes, like a tangerine, like tanja. Okay, yes, thank you. Um, okay, so and I know that you've told me that before, so please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask you today is what is the best or worst Christmas present that you have ever received? I think I actually put this in answer to maybe one of Kate's videos, some video. I put this as an answer. So, um, my very worst one that I received, I was so embarrassed to get it. My mom thought it was the funniest thing. She was being cheeky, Lori, but she put condoms in my stocking. So she put it in my sister's stocking and mine. I think my sister was like 16 or 17, and I was 13 or 14. And my sister opened hers first, and she was like, "Oh my God, Mom, why would you do this to me?" And I saw that, and I saw what it looked like, and I knew what was coming in my stocking. I was like, "I'm not gonna open that one." Thank you, Tanja. I appreciate you. Thank you. And Veronica says, "I have to go. I need to get some stuff at Walmart. Are you getting more yarn at Walmart? I hope you're still here when I come back. I hope so too. I hope so too. Usually my individual lives are about an hour and a half, unless I have something going on. And today, I don't. Once I get off of here, I am gonna go take a shower, and then park myself in front of TV. I'm gonna watch me some Outlander while I crochet my kitties in a row blanket. And before this afternoon, I'll probably record my Vlogmas for today. Jamie says, "My green sludge isn't matcha. It's 28 servings of veggies and one gross, thick glass of old people sludge." Ugh. I don't know if I could do that. More power to you, Jamie. You're awesome. Is everybody, are my comments slow? So I have just asked, what is the best or worst Christmas presents you have ever received? I think my comments get stuck sometimes because, like, I don't see any coming up, and normally I get answers to these questions as I'm doing this, and then all of a sudden, poof, they come up all at once. Anyone? Best, worst Christmas presents? I have to think what my best one was. I think, although I don't have it anymore, and I'm okay with it now. I got my husband a few years back got me an SLR camera. So, but we went through some financial struggles, and I ended up selling it. But now, what I want is, instead of an SLR camera, I want a. It's really strange. I have no messages coming through, you guys. So there we go. I got one message that came through. Oh, that would be bad, Tanja. Um, okay, I'll read yours in a minute. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my husband, he got me a DSLR camera. But what I want now is a mirrorless, which look like a DSLR, but they're mirrorless instead. Um, like the actually specifically, I want the Canon in M50. So actually, I think it's the M50, the second version of it. But that's on the list for, if not next year, then like the year after that. I'm not in any hurry. I have a decent camera, so. And Tanja says, "Worst would have to be panties for my mom in front of my boyfriend when I was 16." Yeah, that would have horrified me. Absolutely. Yes. And then you don't know whether to be embarrassed like if you get like the cute little cotton panties or if you get like prettier type of panties. And either way, you're embarrassed. It doesn't, for different reasons. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. And Kate says, "Worst gift was a watch. Every year, my husband gave me a watch. I'm one of those magnetic people who literally stop watches." So how long does it take for you to kill a watch, Kate? And the only watch that I've stuck with, which I don't have it on me right now, it's right here actually, is my Apple Watch, because it tells me so much more than just the time. And Crystal says, "Best were these headphones for this Christmas, and worst was nothing." So you've had a Christmas where you've gotten nothing? I've been there. But there's been worse Christmas presents for me. But that I haven't been there as a kid. As a kid, I always got pretty much everything I wanted. But as an adult, I've been there where I've gotten nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean on Christmas Day. But my mom always sends me a little something and stuff like that. Hey, David, how are you? Nice to see you. And Jamie says both best and worst Christmas are money related. Best was a money tree, which is cool. One year, each kid got a branch with 100 loonies on it. Looney is a Canadian dollar. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Hi, Linda. How are you? Oh, a was band. I thought it was a typo, Kate, but I should have known that was a husband. That's right. No longer a husband. He was a husband. He did it for 8 straight years. Then I divorced him. Not necessarily the watches, but they were part of the bigger reasons. I guess so. And getting a watch from somebody, especially 8 straight years in a row. I mean, what are you trying to say? Seriously, what are you trying to say? And Jamie says, worst was the $5 put into a Christmas card from my husband. Was not amused. I would not have been either. I bet you he thought it was funny. Did he get you more though? Really? Like, was that just like a joke, and then he got you more later? Because that sounds like something. Sanita says husband. I like that. Uh, Hi, Maribel. How are you? And Maribel says, hi, Mel and everyone. Spock, the $5 bill. What's Spock, the $5 bill? How exactly would one Spock a $5 bill? I've criticized people in concert reviews at taminophile.com for wearing watches with formal wear. It's just not done. Not even a nice watch. I mean, I can understand like a leather band, but they have those super nice watches that probably cost more than I make in a year. Is that just not done either? Because it's funny. I noticed, and I don't notice this that often, but I noticed I was watching The Masked Singer. Yes, I watched The Masked Singer. I think it's a fun little show. I really enjoy it. Anyway, Nick Cannon, the host, I noticed that, and he always dresses to the nines. He always dresses up, but I noticed that he was wearing a watch the other day. And of course, it's a super nice like gold watch with like diamond encrusted center type of deal. And Lori says, I'm trying to decide on best, but my son the most amazing. I'm adding in words there. Gift ever. He really pays attention to. Oh, gift giver. Your son is an amazing gift giver. Got it. Sorry, that's what I get for one to add in words. He really pays attention to people, and everything is also appreciated. That's so cool. I love that. Um, And Vanessa, hi Vanessa, how are you? Hello. Vanessa says, hello everyone. David says, what? You're at my formal affair ball concert, but you've got somewhere else to be? Oh, okay, that makes total sense. Yeah, exactly. Why are you watching the watch? Why do you need to watch your watch? Kate says, you can change the picture of Sir Wilfrid Laurier, our fifth prime minister, to a pic of Spock if you color him in a little bit. Oh, that's funny. I love it. And Crystal says, I've watched The Masked Singer too. I want to watch The Masked Dancer. I am not certain about The Masked Dancer. I'm gonna give it a shot. I love The Masked Singer, but I just can't imagine train wreck, and it's enjoyable in that respect. Inga, hi Inga, how are you? Inga says hi, and Belgium in the house. Kate says, I've watched Masked Singer. You're an amazing guesser. I bet you are. I bet you are. I get some every once in a while, like Mickey Rooney. I knew him right away. Um, and his whole thing this season cracked me up. Now you're good. Awesome. Thanks, Inga. And Jamie says, Kate, he didn't even lick the envelope. It's a running joke now, 20 years later. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. And Jamie says, I can't remember if I got anything else. It was over 20 years ago. So, yeah, you were so miffed by that $5 that you don't even recall anything else after that. That was how bad it was. That's funny. Not funny, but funny. Linda says, Hi, Kate. Happy birthday. Hope everyone is well. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate you. Mwah. Inga says, I'm home off of the clinic. Okay, so you were at work at the clinic? Is that correct? And welcome home. And Kate says, the sun is for reals. Leanne rhymes. Yeah, I'm not getting that. I'm so, yeah, my bad. Oh, you had an operation. Oh my gosh. Well, everything turned out okay. I guess if you're home, everything's okay. You healing nicely. And Inga says, Happy birthday, Kate. Um, and Crystal says, That's correct, Kate. And David says, A friend met her husband when they were both in school and penniless. They bought Christmas presents at the dollar store. Exactly. Love the dollar store. And it became very creative. Exactly. Well, and I don't know if you saw my video, but I'm actually going to be making my sister a $2 present. So I'm using. I would pull it out of here, but the zipper broke on this thing, and I don't want to open it until I go to make it because I have to transfer this to a new bag and toss this bag. But you can see the little tea towels here, and then you cut it into. And I got this idea from watching Pamela's Adoring Crochet. By the way, she has a tutorial for it. But this like little towel right here, and you cut it in half, and I'm gonna take this blue yarn right here, and I'm gonna make a topper for it. So it'll be a little, just a little kitchen towel. So and the towel says something about paws. She has like 3 dogs, and she doesn't have any cats, but she has 3 dogs. It says something about something 4-legged. I can't remember anymore. Don't make me remember back like that far. And David said, now they're more successful. Their family misses those dollar store gifts. I agree. Like that becomes a tradition, and you should probably keep up with that. I mean, you can still get the nice gift, but try and stick with like that tradition of getting creative with the Dollar Tree stuff. I have given. You can get some great, like make great Christmas baskets from the Dollar Tree. I've done it before, but I mixed in like some crochet stuff that I've done. Hi, Tammy. Tammy says, good morning, everyone. And Inga says, oh, yes, you're healing good. That's awesome. I'm so glad. And you guys, this, it's all torn since yesterday, but I have this Band-Aid on me. My thumb does not have a boo-boo. I have very thin nails, and it's torn down at the quick. So I'll be switching this out in my busted Band-Aid. I'll be switching that out when I go to take a shower in a little bit. Tammy says, happy birthday, Kate. Inga says, you run around the house, so you are healing very well. That's excellent. Yes. And Jean says, hi, all from Southern Cal. Hope everyone is staying safe and well. We are, in fact, my husband and I just decided to cancel our Christmas plans. So we were planning to go see his family for Christmas. We'll come to find out about 2/3 of his family has come down with either a lung infection or COVID. And so we have decided that it is, and he found this out yesterday. So we have decided it is in our best interest to stay home and not go there for Christmas, which is unfortunate. I love seeing his family, but we got to keep our health so we can see them well next year, you know? So, and Tammy says, I got some of those towels to make. Yes, exactly. I need to, I really should go and check out other dollar stores. Like, and what time do you work today, honey? Can I take you to work today? No, probably be too late. Never mind. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I need to check the other Dollar Trees around my area for. I really wanted to do Christmas ones, but they were out of the Christmas towels because I get these ideas late, right? I love the gnome towels that they had out this year. I would have so made some with the gnome. Um, anyway, I'll go tomorrow and see if I can find some more what do you call them, towels? Yeah. uh yes, Kim says love Dollar Tree. Yes, me too. I shop there almost as much as I shop at Walmart. So, and you get everything at Walmart. We even used to, when we were really struggling, we would get some groceries there. Still, usually it's more economical to get stuff at Walmart, except for I found we get meat elsewhere. But anyway, um, yeah, it was Dollar Tree. Love it, love it. And Crystal says, "Wow, Mel, not good." I agree, not good. I'm hoping they're okay. One of them that got COVID, he actually only has one lung, so I'm actually really worried about him. But yeah, we're just gonna keep him in our thoughts, right? And Tammy says, "Yeah, don't blame you. Gotta stay safe." Exactly, exactly. Uh, oh, you know what? I will check Walmart and see. I went to Dollar Tree because it's the thinner ones and I can poke a hole through it with my hook, but I can always find another way to poke a hole into it. So I will check Dollar Tree. Not Dollar Tree, Walmart. I'll check Walmart to see if they have any good hand towels that are on sale. And Lori says we canceled our Christmas plans last weekend and it was awful telling my mother-in-law. She cried and cried. I bet it's hard this year, especially around this time of year, because everything just really hit the fan in early, like in March, was it? So we had Christmas time with family this year, and it's so hard because we've been so isolated. I'm okay with being isolated, but I do like to see my family every once in a while. But yeah, we just can't. They live over in a larger town in Georgia, and we live in a very kind of rural area, which is we have been hit as hard. And I don't, and I also see my mom a lot. So you're I could go there, get it, and then go visit my mom after Christmas and give it to her. And I would just be devastated. I can't do that. Or my little niece, or yeah. Anyway, they're talking about that. That's not happy. David says, great live stream this morning, Kim, even though he came in late. I got to go watch the rerun. And Kate says, our province's chief medical officer said the other day, everyone stay home for Christmas, so everyone's around for next Christmas. Exactly. Exactly. And Tammy says, I got some cute snow red bird towels at Walmart for 49 cents. Heck yeah. All right. I'm going to have to do that. And Crystal says, Tammy, I actually saw those 2 days ago. Kim says, thanks, David. Yeah, and like Inga says, yeah, it's bad for the elders. And you're always with your mom, so you never miss her. And that's awesome, Inga. I love that. All right, I'm going to ask the next question. So the first question I ask, if anybody still wants to answer and hasn't yet, what is the best or worst Christmas present you have ever received? And or you can say one of each. My next question is, describe a Christmas present that you wanted badly as a kid but you never received. And for me, that on that second question, I don't have an answer for that. And I know it sounds like a cop out, but for the most part, anything that I wanted badly enough, I got. I mean, there could have been stuff when I was real little that my mom just wouldn't give me because she didn't want to deal with the mess and stuff like doll houses and things like that. But I mean, and maybe we didn't get the fanciest TVs, but it wasn't anything that stuck out in my head that I never got this thing that I so wanted so bad. There's nothing in my head that stuck out like that. David says, Kim, I can't wait to check out those links. And Tammy says, I'm making gift baskets for the family this year, all from the Dollar Tree. Exactly. You can get some amazing stuff at the Dollar Tree. Anything that we need for the kitchen, we go to the Dollar Tree first. Even made dishcloths out of yarn from Dollar Tree. Yes, the cotton, the Dollar Tree cotton. I haven't tried that yet. I'm partial. I'm very partial to the soft cotton that I get from. I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby and Walmart. Uh, yeah, I love me some Dollar Tree. So Tammy from Flower Crochet says, worst present was a blanket for a sports team. I had no idea who they were. Oh my gosh, that's because that's hurtful, because it's so not thoughtful at all. And Lori says our health commissioner said schools could reopen on January 4th. Our superintendent said, no, that's okay. We'll wait for the holiday data. I think so too. Wow. Yeah, because there was a surge after Thanksgiving, and I'm sure that there's going to be another surge after Christmas. Not in this family, though. We're canceling holiday plans, which sucks because I miss seeing my sister in law. I miss my mother in law, but I see her more often than I see my sister in law. Okay, Liza. Bye. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Mwah. Oh my gosh, no wonder you didn't know it. Who knows? Although, I guess we should know girls basketball teams a little bit better, but they're not as popular, unfortunately. So Timmy was saying that the blanket that she got was for a girls basketball team. And Tanjo is saying that the Dollar Tree cotton splits really bad. Okay, that's good to know. Now I'm okay with splitty yarn. I love Karen Simply Soft, and that's a very splitty yarn. And there was something I've used recently that was splitty. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, I'm okay with splitty yarn as long as you know that it's splitty to begin with. And David says no gifts were bad, but some were hilariously low effort. Yes. Things regifted are obviously afterthoughts. You know what? I've done that with my mom. And this was more in my 20s, I think. Mom used to she would get free stuff from work or like vendors and stuff like that would give her free stuff. So she would repackage it and give it to me. So I would get like this cheap transistor radio for Christmas. I'm like, Mom, what the hell is this? I was like, why did you give me this? I thought you might like it. Like, okay. So anyway, I once was given a very very large acrylic pepper grinder. I used that thing for years. Hey, it's amazing when you're like, I didn't realize I needed this until you gave it to me. Tammy says, yeah, it's not the best, but it works. I use better yarn for pot holders and larger towels. Okay, and that makes sense. That makes sense. And to me, kitchen yarn, it needs to be durable more than anything else, right? Um, And Inga says, well, I give them a sack with a card, and they can come here every week, drink a coffee, and with different cake. Ooh, that sounds very nice. Very pleasant. Love it. And Tammy says, splitting yarn is good when you make tiny animals or items. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Because see, I've never made anything like that. Now, I do have on my list to make a bear, but that's not tiny. It's going to be like a bear about that big. It's probably going to be done after Christmas, though. I wanted so bad when I was 8 years old, a Jim and the hologram doll. Oh my god, I remember Jim and the holograms. I love them so much. And I got Barbies instead because they didn't understand. I'm like, why did you give me this Barbie trash? Pooey. That's horrible. I understand where you're coming from on that. That's not what you wanted. And I believe the gem dolls were bigger than Barbie dolls too, if I remember right. Lori says Dollar Tree has some cool 300 and 500 piece puzzles. That's cool. I'm not a puzzle person, but that's awesome to know. Some from Bob Ross paintings. That's awesome. Great for stockings and something to do with reclaimed time, not traveling to family gatherings. Yes. Yes, with the reclaimed time by not traveling to family gatherings. And that's actually a really good point. That is a very, very good point. Um, I will be crocheting with my reclaimed time. But puzzles are good. And if I play a lot of puzzle games on my phone, so maybe that's why I haven't really done the puzzle thing in years. And Tammy says, only bad gifts I ever got were the ones that would say, this is for your Christmas and birthday. Oh my gosh, Tammy. Yes. Now, I didn't have that problem because my birthday's in early December. Where did my calendar go? Because I'm looking to see when exactly your birthday is. Because I know I have it written down somewhere. Oh, there it is. Because I've been recording all the birthdays, but hopefully I should have it written down somewhere here. There we are. There you are. Oh, the 27th. Yep. Yeah, so you're close enough. It's like my sister. My sister's birthday is on December 23rd, and she used to get happy birthday, go pick a present from under the tree. Yeah, she got that. I was like, oh, that sucks, remembering that. The worst thing I got having a December birthday, likely because it's early in the month, I got, uh, if you want to, parents often they help their kids get presents for their friends. Well, I had to use my birthday money for that. It's not the end of the world. um, um, um. Hi, Viviana. It's so nice to see you. Hello. And bye to all of our. Oh, it's time to prep your evening meal, Linda. Okay, it's 4:45 there in the UK. Okay, well, I will catch you later, Linda. Thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate you. And, okay, the 27th, and I do have it written. It's on the 27th. Yeah, no, that's not fun. David, Mel, how does your daughter feel about the altered Christmas plans? I know she's a smart girl and understands rational level, but she surely must be disappointed. She is disappointed in not seeing. She loves her aunt and her nana, well, and everybody, but particularly she connects with her aunt and her nana, and she's disappointed she's not gonna see them, but she is an only child with a couple of introverts. So that being said, she's very much an introvert herself, so she's okay with not going to the big gatherings, and she is perfectly fine being left to her own devices. So she is not that disappointed, but she is a little disappointed. And Viviana says the worst Christmas gift my daughter got was a little game meant for 18-month-old, and she was 4.5. Oh my gosh! So it's probably she looked at it like this is boring. This is for babies. Inga says best gift to me years ago, but your present was a husky puppy. Oh my gosh. That is so awesome. I was crazy, so lucky. My best friend ever. That's awesome. Do you still have that husky? And Viviana said she was 4.5 years old. Yeah, and she got 18-month-old game. So it's like it was something that was regifted or not thought about. Somebody didn't understand children. Kelly says, yeah, Melanie, so nice to see you. Yay, Kelly, it's nice to see you too. Thank you for joining me. David says, my birthday is December 8th. Which happy belated birthday, David? I mentioned you in my last live that you had a birthday coming up, but I didn't go to your channel and wish you happy birthday. So my bad. I'm so sorry about that. But happy belated birthday. And my sister's birthday is December 15th. Oh my gosh, a week apart and shortly before Christmas. We were lucky to get anything more than a restaurant dinner on the Sunday that fell between. Yeah, I can understand that. I can get that. Lori says we are trying to focus on making this year pleasantly unique. My older son's idea of doing fireworks, and the other wants a taco bar for dinner. That's so cool. Instead of the usual holiday meal. Oh, I don't know if I could do away with the holiday meal. I love the holiday meal, except for I can do away without the cranberry sauce, but everything else I love. So I don't know that I would ever be able to go that far. But that's just me. That's just me. A taco bar sounds awesome too. And Inga says, jealous. I mean, David says to Inga, jealous. You want a husky? Ah, huskies are beautiful. My neighbor has a husky, and not only is it a husky, it's the red husky, which is my absolute favorite husky. I think I'm gonna have to get a husky at some point. Not right now. We have enough animals. We really do have enough animals. Three and three and 450 square feet. So six animals. Yeah, we don't need more. Although I do think that our newest kitten is a Maine Coon mix, because the more I read about Maine Coons, the more I'm like, I think this little dude's a Maine Coon. Actually, I don't read. I read them. I watch videos on YouTube. Oh my gosh, yeah, I think I remember you telling me that. But Tammy from Flower Crochet is saying that her daughter was born on Christmas Day. Yes, I actually have a friend of mine that was born on Christmas. Actually, it was my mom's friend, but it's a family friend, you know. But she was born on Christmas Day. Her birthday's Christmas Day. And Jean says, "That's great, Lori. Same here. So trying to make things unique." Um, and Kelly says, "Oh my God, David, happy birthday!" And you look marvelous. Jean says, "Hi, Kate. I just noticed you were in here. Happy birthday. I'm loving your channel and look forward to seeing all of your videos." That's awesome. And if you guys haven't checked out her Kitchener advent calendar openings, go check them out because she's getting some pretty awesome stuff. And I really want to get that advent calendar next year. Um, David says, that said, the best birthday present ever was a Harvard Dictionary of Music on my 16th birthday. My sisters got a Grey's Anatomy that same year. She became a nurse and was one for many years. That's awesome. So your parents really honed in on your passions and gave you gifts for that. That's awesome. Crystal says we're doing Mexican and ham for our Christmas dinner. Oh, that sounds awesome. And Lori said we did the Thanksgiving holiday meal and it had so much leftovers. We're kind of burned out on the concept. Okay, okay, that's fair. I didn't have. It was at my mom's house, so we didn't really have any leftovers here. We had like one day of leftovers. Excuse me. So not that many. Uh, David says, "Send me some of those leftovers, Lori. He's never tired of them." And Jean says, "Italian food in this house that works for us." We love some Italian food here too. Red husky. I've never seen one. Do you mean a Malamute? No, I believe it's a husky. It's not as thick as a Malamute. Well, where's my phone at? What do I do? Oh, there we go. No, I'm fairly certain. My nose itches. Sorry. I got your note, David, and I'm sorry. I've been a little off, but I will get you taken care of. Um, where is my Google? All right, red. There we go. Although our neighbor's one is not quite that red. That's a very red. It's a much lighter. And here's a full grown one, but it's a much lighter red. The more white, something like this one. That's more like what our neighbor has, with the lighter around the eyes. That's a little darker around the eyes. But that's Oh, hi, Julie. And let me make sure. No, I haven't missed anything. Tammy from Flower Crochet says we celebrate Christmas on the eve and birthdays on Christmas. And birthday on Christmas. Oh, okay. For your daughter, that's awesome. I love it. So you always made sure to separate the two, Christmas and her birthday. That's awesome. Good on you, David. That chevron that you. Ooh, hang on. I got a little. David, that chevron you showed the other day was so pretty. When arms can manage, want to learn that pattern. Yes, Jean. Inga says, yes, Red Husky. Wow. And people are saying hi, Julie. And Sanita has two huskies. Ooh, I can't. I really do love huskies, and we actually live in an area where the husky it doesn't get so hot that the husky's uncomfortable. I had a friend of mine who had a Malamute in Florida, and whew, it was an indoor dog, so no big deal. But still, whew, not taking that puppy on a walk because wow. And David says, Jean, I believe it's a Yarn Inspirations pattern. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. Free download and it's not difficult. Viviana says, beautiful dog. Yes, aren't they gorgeous? Right? So our neighbor has one, and I yeah, just a gorgeous dog. And David says, Whippily, which I believe that is Whippy Chick. We meet again. Whippy Chick says, hi, David or Julie. Jean says, hi, Julie. How is that lovely chocolate brown shimmer of a beauty coming along? That color is outlandishly gorgeous. And Sanita says, Siberian black and white, which those are gorgeous too. I'm partial to the reds, but I have always liked the reds. Like even the red Boston Terriers, I like the reds. Even though the Boston Terriers known to be black and white. Anyway, Flower Crochet from Tammy says yes, and that's awesome that you separate their birthdays. Thank that. Yeah, it's always appreciated. Julie says, hi, Jean. It's on hold for now. I got to get gifts done first. Ooh, I know that feeling, Julie. I know that feeling. Uh, and Inga says, they talk so well. Oh, the Huskies? Yes, they're talkers, aren't they? I hear ours outside sometimes, or my neighbors outside sometimes. Jamie says, our friends breed them, Alaskan Malamutes. At times, they have one or two that are red. Yeah, they're not as common, I don't think. Jean says, got it. That is such a wonderful yarn. Crystal says, I wish I could have a husky with blue eyes or Siberian black and white. Yes. Aren't they gorgeous? They're gorgeous. Okay, so the first two questions I asked earlier were if you want to throw in your 2 cents were what's the best or worst or both Christmas present you've ever received. And then the next question was describe a Christmas present you wanted badly as a kid but never received.
Omnibot 2000.
My husband says for him, that answer to that question was the Omnibot 2000. Only my husband. I had no clue about things like that when I was that age. I was into like music, and like one year I asked for a boombox. Yeah, you can tell I'm like, yeah, I'm old. But anyway, got the boombox. Okay, so the next question is name something about Christmas that most people like, but you hate, or at least dislike. Oh, you can be a yarn talker all you want, Jean. This is not to be a yarn talker, but Mel, your traditional red, white, green, red, and white is actually my favorite of the season. That is so awesome. I'm so glad you like that. It is so crisp looking, if that makes sense. Yes, I understand. The contrast with the white being in between them, I do enjoy that. I just realized for our house, it's probably best to do the gray, red, and white, which I'll show that later today, where I'm at on that. As Sunita says, my Crystal mine have blue eyes. And Julie says, wanted a pony, never got one. I think I can understand where your parents came from on that. I get that one. Uh, for me, Inga says, for me, what you wanted a sister, but you did not get a sister. I can understand that one too. Fruitcake. Kelly says fruitcake. Yes, I understand that. I'm not a fan of fruitcake.
I love fruitcake.
Mm-hmm. My peanut gallery husband says he loves fruitcake. And Kim says cookie swaps. I abhor baking, but I love to cook. Okay, I'm the opposite, Kim. I love baking. I'm not the biggest fan of cooking. I'm okay with cooking, but not the biggest fan. I prefer to bake, and I enjoyed. But the cookie swaps, that's a lot of pressure, I think. Oh, Julie, I'm with you. The movie Home Alone, I am not a fan. Not a fan. A lot of people love that movie at Christmas. I can't stand it. You know my Christmas movie? I think I told y'all this before. You know what my Christmas movie is? Granted, I like me some Hallmark movies. I like binge watch them at Christmas time. But no, my Christmas movie is Die Hard. Oh, Crystal says I dislike the crowds. Yep, I get that. And Tammy says I dislike the commercial. So like the commercialism or like all the commercials that you get flooded with. And Jamie says, "Hi, Mr. Mel." Yeah, yeah, they're saying hi to you, honey. um, and Kelly says, "Yuck, LOL." And Kelly says, "I'm actually the granddaughter of Santa." What? So your grandfather did Santa every year? Kim says, plus just the sheer volume of of cookies that cookie swaps require. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. It's very stressful. I'm not that organized, so it takes all day. Thank you. Right? And you're sweating, your back hurts by the end of the day, and people try to eat the cookies, and you're about ready to stab them. Yeah, I'm with you. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only violent one. Lori says, my friend's daughter was born on December 27th. For years, went to great lengths to keep them separated and have all signs of Christmas put away. But I understand it gets tough. It's tough to separate them, especially my sister. For me, it's not that big of a deal, but with my sister, since hers is on the 23rd, yeah. Oh, Jamie says she dislikes every Hallmark Christmas movie. Oh, I so get sucked into them. I really do. I really do. Um, the commercialization. Okay, yeah, yeah. I understand that. I feel like they've pulled back from that just a little bit, but also stores are desperate to keep their doors open. So it's like I see it the way that they're pushing it this year is not the things. It's like you need this service or you need this thing to have a more normalized Christmas to make it feel more homey. Um, so it's kind of like a twofold. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. I can't stand. Cammy says I can't stand the crowns. I don't like them anytime. I feel you on that one. Yeah, that's we don't have that problem so much here. I think right now is our worst time of year at Walmart, and we end up like four deep in the lines at Walmart at the checking aisles, right?
Well, like 10 deep right now.
No, it's not 10 deep. I think that's it. That's an exaggeration. Last time I went, it was like 4 deep. I went last weekend. Sorry, I'm bickering with my husband. And Viviana doesn't like Hallmark movies either, right? Well, there and honestly, Hallmark movies are not realistic at all, but I still enjoy watching them. My mom. And Kelly says, my grandfather did Santa at a small department store, then a major mall, nursing homes, schools, hospitals, Google, Walter Pearl, Santa, Niagara Falls, New York. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, he was like professional Santa. What do you do the rest of the year? That probably like really kind of ruined the mythos around Santa for you, didn't it? Of course, I tell my daughter that Santa still comes for her each year. Lori says for her 16th birthday, the daughter said, "I'd really want this year to keep the decorations up until after New Year's Day." Oh, that's cool. So she like, but it's yeah. I like that. I like that. You can still have the decorations up and still have a dedicated birthday celebration for the 27th. I have a friend of mine who's also on the 27th. Tammy says, yes, Die Hard is the best Christmas movie. Exactly. Then A Christmas Story is next. Yeah, I like A Christmas Story. Yes, you're right. Kelly says, drove my grandma nuts. I bet. Because she was left holding the bag alone for the family Christmas because he's out doing all this stuff. So probably did drive her nuts. That's funny. Uh, Marathon Doctor Who Christmas specials. That's awesome. I've never watched those, Kim. I don't know if I will this year though. Because I'll probably end up doing Die Hard again if I'm not marathoning something else. But I like Doctor Who. Maybe I'll do the David Tennant ones. See, I'm not a fan of all the Doctor Who's. The one with the wild gray curly hair, he's okay. Not my favorite. And I haven't watched enough. Maybe that's what I need to do. The current Doctor, I need to like binge watch some of her stuff on Christmas. That's what I need to do. Lori says, speaking of commercialized Christmas and Hallmark movies, am I the only one noticing a ton of product placement in Hallmark movies? Oh, really? I didn't notice that, but I go into oblivion whenever I watch stuff like that. I don't notice stuff like that. I don't even notice like when they stretch reality way too much. My husband's like, "Oh, that's unrealistic." I'm like, "Shh, just enjoy the movie." Yeah, I don't notice stuff like that. Kelly says his suit was custom made and famous for the magic dust, and yes, it worked as his worked it as his elf. Those pics are locked up, lol. No one needs to see that. Oh my gosh, no one needs to see that. Crystal says, I have noticed it, Lori. So Crystal's noticed it. Me, I'm oblivious, right? And I'm looking to see. All right, I'm going to ask you guys one more question. One more question. And those of you that didn't answer earlier, let me know what you're working on. And I'm going to go through the questions that I've already asked. So if you haven't answered them, you're welcome to answer them. So, what is the best or worst, or both, Christmas presents that you've ever received? And describe a Christmas present that you wanted badly as a child, but you never got it. And then name something about Christmas that most people like, but you hate or at least very much dislike. So the next question is, if you could have only one type of Christmas candy this year, what would you choose? I watched that one last year, Julie. So Julie says, not realistic. Small town baker nearly loses her business, but it is saved by the mean banker who turns out to be Santa, and they get married and live happily ever after. That is so realistic. I watched that last year. I watched it. And Sanita says, my birthday is January 1st, so I usually get Christmas gifts, but not beta gifts, which is okay. Yeah, I know, but it's nice if they save hold back just a little bit for you to get something on your birthday. But January 1st, wow. So you are a New Year's baby. That's awesome. Kim says Ferrero Rocher, and I probably mispronounced that so horribly bad, but I know what you're talking about. But the white wrapped one only. So what's different? Is the white wrapped one white chocolate? Crystal says ribbon candy. Oh wow, that's a throwback to the past for me. But ribbon candy, okay, that's cool. Lori says one of the most unrealistic things I've seen in a Hallmark movie is a team of 10 people baking cookies for the entire town, and one of the ninja foodie countertop toaster ovens. Oh my god, that is so unrealistic. Oh, that's so funny. Kelly says lifesaver box with all the different flavors and the fruit slices has a look like real fruit. Oh, I saw those for sale, and I didn't realize that those were and that's like a gummy candy, right? The fruit pieces. Holiday movie on Netflix. Hold on, just let me Google how many countries still have the established monarchy. How many cute available princesses are there? Give me a break. Or princes are there? Give me a break. Kim says that. I know they're a little, yeah, exactly. That are still decent humans too. On top of that, right? Because you got to throw that in there. Doesn't really happen, my friends. Um, Viviana says, fruitcake. My friend at work does the best one, and I'm the only one that can eat it because my daughter and husband don't like it. But this year, But not this year because we were laid off. Oh, that's so sad. I mean, the fact that you were laid off and the fact that you don't get that awesome fruit cake, which I don't like fruit cake, but it's awesome for you. You'll have to get that recipe maybe. Crystal says, my great grandma used to make it every Christmas. That's so awesome. Okay, so it's like a drop texture, Kelly. Okay, got it. Yes. My Christmas candy that I could not do without. I have two. And I don't know which way. I think I'd probably go with the chocolate covered cherries. And it has to be Queen Anne. Queen Anne milk chocolate covered cherries. That's yeah. Love it. But the one that is a close second is like the chewy mints. You know the kind that they look like little taffies, but it has like the red and white around the outside, and then on the inside is a Christmas tree. Those love those. And Julie says, I love chocolate and caramel together, especially Hershey Kisses. Oh my gosh, those are so good, aren't they? Although Hershey came out, I don't know if they have it this year. They came out with their cherry cordial little kisses, but it didn't have a cherry inside, but it had like the cordial. Those are amazing. Yeah, I could sit down with a bag of those puppies and they'd be gone. I'm ashamed to say, not really. And that's why I don't buy candy like that anymore. Or smidgens. Oh my god, smidgens. What are smidgens? I've never heard of that. Tammy says divinity. My grandmother made it every year and it was so good. One of these days I'll try and make it. I have never had divinity. At least I don't think so. I don't think so. I know there's some other candy out there, candy favorites. Um, I mean, I like candy canes, but that's not to me. That's not Christmas. Chocolate covered cherries and those mint thingies. I love those. My ex stepfather. He's still part of our family, but he was a peanut brittle man. He loved peanut brittle. My husband is a fudge man. He could not live without fudge. Gertrude Hawk smidgens. All right, I'm gonna have to smidgens. What are those? What are those? I don't know what those are. Google for the win. Emmy. Hi Emmy, how are you? Emmy says hello and good morning. So I'm looking up here. Beach's Christmas nugget. What is that? I have never heard of this. Gertrude Hawk smidgens. What are those? Gertrude Hawk smidgens. And they're on Amazon. Whatever they are, they're on Amazon. Julie says, hi, Emmy. Crystal says, Mel, chocolate covered cherries. I get my grandmother every year along with the tin popcorn. Yes, the tin popcorn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we actually pick up for our own family the tin popcorn and we go through it. Like the $5 tins that you can get from Walmart with yeah, love it. Smidgen and Gertrude Hawk. Oh, so it's chocolate. So is that the chocolate caramel that you were talking about? Oh, okay. So I'm looking at this, and they're like little Santas, and I guess they're filled with Oh, you can pick what they are. So you could get the caramel, milk chocolate caramel Santa smidgens. How cute are those? Ooh, the raspberry Santa smidgen looks good. Okay, I need to stop. Seriously, I can't anymore. I'll be like, I'm gonna order that one, and that one, and that one. No, I need to not. All right, Beach's Christmas Nuggets. That's another one I gotta look up. You guys are making me learn candy here. Google Beaches. That's a EA. Okay. Beaches. No, not Breach. Beach. Beaches Christmas Nuggets or nougat? Nougats or nugget? I gotta go back up. Where am I? Nugget. Okay. I'm looking that up. Oh, that's what you were telling me. That's what that is. That's the I couldn't think about the chewy mint things. Yes, love those. probably told me that down lower and I just didn't see it. Um, okay, so Kelly says, "Ooh, peanut butter fudge, yum." Actually, that's the only fudge I like is peanut butter fudge. I do not like chocolate fudge; it's too much for me, too rich. Julie says they are super delightful. They are. They were super delightful. Emmy says I'm great, and Julie says, "How's the herd, Emmy?" Jamie says, "Christmas candy besides candy canes." Yeah, well, you can pick candy canes if that's your favorite. I have other stuff that's a favorite. Uh, Emmy says, "LOL, good. Lots of pregnant moms." Korea in the spring. Emmy says, "Korea in the spring." Not sure what Korea means. Maybe are they all due in the spring? Julie says, "Really? How soon until the babies come?" Yeah, it's not beaches, it's Brock's. Okay, but I see what I see that you were telling me what they are. Yeah, I love those. It's soft taffy like stuff with the green Christmas tree in the middle of it. Yeah, so I love those. Those are that's see, I'd be hard pressed to decide between those and chocolate covered cherries. Julie says, "Is that what Korea means?" And Emmy says, "Spring." Okay, so they're due in the spring. That's what Korea means, I think. Kelly says, "Brock's." Uh, Korea are baby alpacas. Oh, like the cows of the cow versus a calf. Oh, look at that. Learning something today. Thank you, Emmy. Emmy, you know how we need photos, right? Yes, we need photos. For sure. So Emmy's going to share those photos of the Korea in the spring. Okay, so we're talking about alpaca babies. I was like, are you making them blankets? I guess you could make an alpaca baby a blanket. So, oh, I am going to have to look up these Christmas nuggets because I couldn't find any this year. Usually they have them at the Dollar Tree, but they did not this year. So I might have to order me some. I'm sitting here drooling, kind of drooling. Sorry for excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, Emmy has the cutest herd of alpacas. Oh, you need to share your alpacas. I need to see your alpacas, Emmy. Can you share those pictures? I would love to see them. They do like sweaters. Okay, cool. And you can make a blanket to go over them, right? Isn't that? I think there's a Yarn Inspirations like crochet crowd had the crochet along last year. I think of the I think it was an alpaca. I think so. Anyway, with the blanket over it. And Lori says I had a hard time finding the nuggets. When I did, I bought 3 bags because we all love them. Yes, thank you. Yep, same here. I'll need to check a Walmart when I make a trip up to Walmart tomorrow to find some, and also to look for those towels. Julie says there are some photos on the Whippy Chick Crochet Connections Facebook page. Awesome. Okay, Julie, I'm gonna go check out your page then. Check Julie's site. Awesome, Emmy. I will. I'll go look. I'm tempted to go look now, but I can't because I'm talking to you guys. I can't do that. That'd be rude. All right, let me go back over here. And so I'm just going to run through the questions one more time. So if you haven't answered them, then please feel free to answer what you like. But so question number 1 was, what is the best or worst Christmas present that you've received? For me, one of them was condoms in my stocking from my mom when I was like 13 or 14. That was a little embarrassing. Luckily, it was just the family, but still. And I didn't open mine because my sister opened hers first and I knew what was coming, so I didn't open mine. And then that was the worst, by the way. And then describe a Christmas present that you wanted badly as a kid but never received. And I can't really think of any for me. I can't. I got pretty much what I wanted. And then name something about Christmas that most people like but you hate or at least dislike. And if you could have only one type of Christmas candy this year, then what would you choose? Thank you, Lori, about the thumbs up reminder. I appreciate it. So Julie's saying, I've got to go have some lunch and help with the tree decorating. Ooh, have fun. See you later, Julie. Mwah, thank you. Can't wait for Hookers. That's right. Don't forget, everybody. Hookers is tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern time. My favorite is an old man named Emerson. I call him Emmy. Emmy. Oh, that's so cute. So, and that's one of your alpacas. So you have that picture over Julie. I have to go check it out. I'm glad you clarified that condoms was the worst. Right, Lori? I mean, you can kind of guess, but at 13, 14, if that was the best present at 13, 14, then that could be, yeah, that could be problematic. Don't forget the chocolate covered cherries. Yes, actually, you know what? My family came in this weekend with a giant box of chocolate covered cherries. So I've been limiting myself to just like one little tray, but it was a box of like 10 little trays. Yeah. So I've gotten my fill of those for this season. I think at least for now. I might have to get some more after Christmas, but I'm good for now. Amy says my Kelly says time of the month stay free pads. They were wrapped when I was 15. Oh my gosh, horrible. Worst ever. And a bag of Pampers diapers when I was 22 wrapped. Did you have a new baby then, or they just gave you Pampers diapers? That you know what you need to do is now this year you need to give them some Depends. I bet they got a kick out of it too, because that sounds like something I would do as a parent and just get a kick out of. You had a new baby. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, my baby was born November 6th, so she was 2 months old, and she was born just before my 40th. No, not my 40th. My 30th birthday. Just before my 30th birthday, and my family completely forgot my birthday that year. Yeah. So that was a fun year. Not like my husband, not him, but like my mom and my sister and stuff like that. Was like completely forgot. It was a milestone birthday. Yeah. So I give my mom hell for it every once in a while. I'm like, yeah, because she likes to plan big surprises and stuff for the milestone birthdays. I'm like, well, as long as you don't have any kids right beforehand. Uh, Sorry, I had to step away, help sis with some cookies. That's cool. I understand. No worries. We're only on for a few more minutes, so you are good. Lori says, however, what a cool mom to open that conversation about condoms. Yeah, she was forward thinking, and she was, but really, what she was doing is when my sister opened her, she just cackled. She thought it was so funny. But hey, at least you got him. Can't depend on the boy. That kind of stuff. So Jean says the best present was when her dad was in remission from cancer. That's awesome. And able to participate in Christmas Eve. That meant the world to all of us. I bet. That's amazing. I love that. Lori says, I always wanted an easy bake oven, but never got one. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I tell you what, though, with the easy bake ovens, they were oversold, not oversold. They were not as good as they seemed to be on the commercials. You end up with like this hard little thing that took you hours to make. Anyway, it was not what you thought it was going to be. But still, that sense of accomplishment when you're that young that you can make something like that, still kind of awesome. I got my daughter an easy big oven. Viviana says, I have to have lunch. See you soon. Okay. I hopefully will see you this afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Amy says, worst, striped pastel summer jacket. Oh, okay. Best was solid gold bangle bracelet for my husband 3 years. Ooh, that sounds beautiful. And favorite candy is Spritz cookies. And really controversial dislike is that I don't really love Christmas. Okay. So Christmas is not your favorite holiday. You know what? And I think it can be very stressful for, especially if you're the mom or the parents or whatever. It can be very stressful trying to find trying, you have all these traditions that you have in mind and you feel like you need to meet them all, and then it becomes it's just difficult, especially for some people right now with financial worries, stuff like that. You don't want to worry about things like that. And Amy says, I wanted a puppy and never got one for Christmas. I can understand that. I was trying to remember if I'd asked for an animal for Christmas and never got one. I probably never asked because I knew I wouldn't get one. That's probably why I have so many animals now. Crystal says, Lori, I got one, but never could figure it out. They aren't easy. I'm telling you, the oven's a heck of a lot easier. Kelly says, same here, Lori. Then years later, I got a Holly Hobby one. So Holly Hobby had a the Easy Bake oven. That's cool. I remember the one I got from my daughter was but she also liked Holly Hobby, but I didn't see the Easy Bake oven for her. But uh, was pink and purple, I think. I remember when I was growing up, it wasn't pink and purple. It was like yellow or something like that. Looked kind of like the Oscar Mayer Wiener van. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm making up stuff. My brain. Lori says, but then I tried the product with my niece, got one when my niece got one, and thanked my mom for saving me from sweets being a letdown. Right? Yeah, because it is a letdown. I agree. You get so excited. And then the packs to make stuff is so expensive. You might as well just buy a box to make some cake and some icing. And yeah. Lori does not like eggnog. Lori, I don't either. Do not like eggnog. Oh, hi, Ursula. I'm so glad you caught me too. Hello. How are your lives going? I know you kind of took over that 5 a.m. spot from oh God, Ginger. I know Ginger. I know Ginger. Why did I have a hard time with her name? And David says, hey, Ursula, I'm sorry I abandoned you to come here, but I got to be true to my North Carolina peeps. Aw, thanks, David. Mwah, thank you. Kelly says, yes, they did. Amy said, it is, and I'm the shopper, the wrapper, the decorator, the baker, the planner, and I'm exhausted by Christmas. Yes. It's no longer fun when you're holding all of that. It becomes no longer fun. I'm with you on that, Emmy. So with you. And it's stressful. And so Kate says, I got a Holly Hobby kitchen set when I was 4. That was back in the old days when the toys were basically death traps, right? They were unfinished edges that gave me aluminum splinters. Ouch! Lori says, I loved Holly Hobby. Emmy says, hi, Kate. And Ursula says, hi, David. Absolutely no problem, David. I could not leave as I was in the spotlight. LOL. And Kate says, hi, Emmy. Emmy says, happy birthday, friends. And it's so Ursula, I'm going to give you a chance to answer these questions before I sign off, because I would normally sign off in about a minute, but I'm going to give you the list of questions that I asked today and see if you want to answer them. So what is the best or worst Christmas present that you've ever received? That's one question. The second one is, describe a Christmas present that you wanted badly as a kid but never got. And then the next one is, name something about Christmas that most people like but you do not like. And number 4, if you could have only one type of Christmas candy for the season this year, what would you choose? Oh, Mel, if you can only imagine my horrible mistake by not pushing the go live button on Friday on my live. Oh, my hat. I thought I would die of embarrassment. It was so terrible. Valuable lesson learned. Oh my gosh. You know what? I understand that. That's it kind of reminds me of what happened last week with my live. I kept asking, am I blurry? Am I blurry to you guys? And finally Kim says, do you need to clean your glasses? Yeah, that's what I needed to do. I needed to clean my glasses. Whoops. We all have those moments, and you just laugh at them afterwards. So it's no problem. The community is very forgiving in that respect. I was a little late today, but that wasn't because I thought it was live. I was just running a little late today. Cheryl says, I'm back. Lori says, I got a set of lawn darts back when they were sharp steel weapons. Oh my gosh. I remember those. Like, they were deadly. You could throw them and kill your sibling. Yeah. And that was a family game. Let's kill our family. Woohoo. And Ursula says, I love attending your lives, Mel. Never got a pretty doll. Aw. I only got it at age 13, not age 5. Was raised by a single mom, so I never really expected much. That's awesome, though, that you did finally, she knew how much you wanted it and got you one at 13, even if you didn't get it at 5. That's tough. Um, I have a funny story about getting a doll. I got a doll one year, and my aunt. So you know how you get diapers to go with them and stuff. So my aunt, she goes, she takes some chocolate covered cherries, like squishes them up and puts them in a diaper and has it open. The baby's just laying there with the diaper like open, and she goes, "Oh, Melanie, Melanie, your doll made a mess. You need to clean that up." It was so funny. Anyway, my aunt's a hoot, a hoot. Um, and Crystal says, I just imagine, what if kids just got toilet paper and nothing else? Right? Especially with the toilet paper, just, how hard it was to get earlier this year. Sanita says, I've got 2 more inches of this hat left. I'm going to call it. Kim, look, affordably crafty, look to left live. The affordably crafty hook to left live. You guys are so, Kim, you're so awesome. And thanks for keeping me entertained. I'm so glad that you were entertained, and yay, I'm finishing that project. Woohoo! Amy said, LOL, I would have screamed at the diaper, right? I don't even remember what I did. I was looking at it like, that looks a lot like chocolate covered cherries. Do babies really poop like that? That's weird. Why would my baby poop? I mean, I probably went through all of that in my head. Kids love to play with boxes. We used to love that as kids. Love to make little tents. Yes, get the big boxes and just make forts. That's so awesome. I love it. I love it. Well, you guys, next time I'm going to have a few more Christmas questions I'm going to ask. We're going to go through them for the rest of my lives this month. And I hope you guys had an amazing time. I really appreciate you guys coming and visit me. Thank you so much. Mwah. Don't forget about tonight. We have Yarn Hookers Live, and it is going to be how to de-stress for the holidays. Emmy, I think you might appreciate that one, right? And no. It wasn't Baby Alive, Lori. No. My aunt, it was a baby. I think it was a Cabbage Patch or maybe like some knockoff Cabbage Patch that I got. So my aunt took the diaper, opened it up, and crushed up some chocolate covered cherries inside there. So when I came into the living room where she was at, she's like, "Oh, Melly, you gotta take care of your baby. It made a mess." Oh, it was the funniest thing. It's a very fond memory that I have now looking back. Um, it was excellent. But thank you again, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I always enjoy these times. So I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you tonight. And it's on Ginger's. Yarn Geek. You want to go to Yarn Geek? It's on the Yarn Geek channel tonight, and I will see you guys then. Thank you again. Mwah. Bye bye, you guys.